And just like that, guys, let's play some Wizard 101. I hope everybody's doing great tonight. I am fantastically happy to be back with you guys. Once again, we've got our Balanced Wizard dusting off some of the dust that he's been kind of like hanging out with here. And let's go ahead and fill our potion. We're making a stop over here because I do believe... There we go. Let's fill that puppy up. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing great, guys. Kimise, and I'm back with my wizard, my balanced wizard. He's my streaming wizard. He's the one I usually try to get max level whenever he's not max level. And right now, that's what we're doing, is we're working through the Darkmoor dungeons. If you want to come along and quest along with us, you are more than welcome to hop on in. Just toss me a true friend code up there, and we'll go ahead and link our wizards up. And would love having you if you're there. Okay, claim tokens, which means I should probably... I can't claim them until I spend some. Should I get these Renaissance wings? Oh, I like those. Yeah, we're going to buy them. Woohoo! And then we're going to claim the token, so that gives us 4 tokens. Let's get some more max gear. Let's hear Fanciful Horde Pack, Spellman. Let's try some Sculamari Horde Pack. Let's see if there's something any good in there. Very good. So we got a hat. Is it any good? I don't know. We got a theme. Wrong school. We got a weapon. Boy, that'd be great for my balanced wizard, but that's not going to work. That's okay. Hey, Nicole Ashbringer's in, so we're going to catch up with her in a moment. Got another hat, but wrong, not for me. Maybe for one of my other wizards. A theme, not going to work. Housing. Okay, let's get one more. Let's see if it's any good. And shoes. Not for me, though. Hey, I could probably give those to my Storm Wizard. They might be good for my Storm Wizard. Okay, let's take a look at this hat I got. Ugh, sorry. Let's take a look at the hat. So we got ourselves this horrifying Sculamari cap, but I'm not convinced. Yeah, I'm not convinced that it is better than my Skull of King Avernus. Yeah, I think my Skull of King Avernus is a better match for me and what I'm doing right now. Ooh, it does give me that extra Shadow Pippin action, which is cool, because I do lose some of that with this other wizard. But I also lose a lot of health. I kind of like my health being up there. Yep. Okay, well, it was worth checking out. You never know what you're going to find. That Notorious Sculamari wand might be a good thing for my wizard, but my guy is on a different... Sorry. He's on a different one. Hey, guys. Good to see everybody hanging out there. Hope you guys are doing great. It's good to be going. We're going to go ahead and do some questing. Let's head back to Darkmoor. Let's go do this thing. To Darkmoor we shall go. Okay, so... should be on the mortal plane. There we go. And, we got to defeat some Radivores. Let's go do that. Radivore time. Okay. It's kind of funny, like I'm working on my Fire Wizard right now. My Fire Wizard just caught up to my my Balance guy. It's kind of hilarious. So my Fire guy is doing as good as my Balance guy right now, which is hilarious. That means I gotta get some more streaming days in with this guy so I can make some more progress, because right now the only progress I'm making is the progress you guys are seeing on screen at the moment. It's kind of funny. Okay, let's go. Very good. Well, it's good to see Nicole Ashbringer. That is Riley. She'll usually hop in on chat. She's been questing with me on Monday nights. It's always fun to have her hanging out. Of course, if you guys want to quest along with me, feel free to hop on in. By the way, chat's always wide open. Love chatting with you guys and seeing how your weeks are going and what's been happening. So feel free to hop on in on the chat. It's wide open. Let me know how your week's been going, how your day's been going. And I'll tell you what, I had a weekend. It was a funky weekend. So, Friday was good because it was a work day, so I got to do some work at school, and Monday was good. Today was good because I had a work day, but Saturday morning I had to drive in some really terrible rain to take my son to an ACT test. Yeah, my oldest son, he's a senior in high school, and he had to take his ACT, so we had to drive him out of town to a testing center so that he could take the ACT, and I think he did okay. Yep, I think he did okay in the end. It was just kind of a pain in the butt. You know how those things are. well, let's strike. But we were able to get it done. Nicole says her week's been good. She's recording Super Mario Odyssey. She likes to record video games. She is passionate about it, so that's cool. Yep, so, yeah. Other than that, it was quiet weekend. Sunday, I spent most of my time just doing laundry and trying to get all caught up for the week so I could start the week this week. Yep. 2 weeks ago, I had a rocket in my windshield when I was driving to work, and so I've been in the process now to try to get a new windshield. And so finally have an appointment this week. So Thursday, getting my windshield replaced in my car and taking care of some personal stuff. So I'm actually taking a rare day off of school on Thursday to try to take care of all these things. So, yeah, that's unusual for me. I'm not one that takes days off of work hardly at all. So, okay, boys, nesting dolls, let's do it. Oh yeah, Nicole, hardest part of that is Bowser's Minions. Cool. Yeah, I haven't played a whole lot of Mario, not my type of game, but I know a lot of people love them. You know, my sister-in-law loves the Mario stuff. She's been playing that stuff forever. Okay, so I still have to get one more of those things. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Okay. Oh, you know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and tag that really quick. And maybe somebody else will unlock it. Okay. Alright, just got to go ahead and crush these guys. Nicole throwing the frostbite on the guys. Okay. So, you know what? I can cast these out pretty quick. Let's just do it. Not a bad hit. We can finish him off with a second one. Oh, very good. Hey, Mike Gardner is in the chat. How you doing? I'm doing great. Glad you were stopped by. Hopefully your day has been solid. You know? Yeah, all the students in my school were off today for, I guess, President's Day weekend. So they had Monday off, and I bet you they were enjoying it. I was setting up labs. We're doing a couple of labs this week. In fact, my physics students, I got a fun project for them to do this week. So they're going to be designing a roller coaster. Now they've got to do a lot of math to do it, but I think that'll be okay. So they're going to be designing a roller coaster for me this week and making a 2-scale diagram. They're going to be doing all the math, showing me where the energy is, the max velocity, and all that stuff. So I'm pretty excited. I think it's a pretty good project. And then they got to make a advertising poster for their new roller coaster. So it should be good. Nothing going on tomorrow, Mike? Good. It's nice to have those days off, isn't it? I definitely appreciate them when they come around. Yeah, that's good, Mike. Very good. Yeah, so yeah, my tomorrow, it should be pretty good. Let's see here. Got to teach my chemistry students how to do some stoichiometry, you know, calculate some limiting reagents and some extra reagents, as well as we're going to teach them how to calculate percent yield as well. So I'm pretty stoked about that. We've got a lab planned for them this week. So plenty of stuff to go on. Plus I'm like having to retest some kids who I missed last week who weren't here for the testing day. So it should be an exciting week. This should finish those guys off. Yeah, easy peasy. Chemistry wasn't so bad when you were in school. Yeah, chemistry was fun. The way to think about chemistry is it's a puzzle game. Okay, if you understand what the rules are, and that's the problem. Most kids don't try to learn the rules. They just sit back and say, I don't understand. I got a lot of that, unfortunately. But it's if you think of it as like a game of rules, and once you learn the rules, you can knock the game out. Chemistry actually can be a lot of fun, because then you can start seeing how everything applies to all the stuff around you, and it's I think it's one of those things that, you know, it really kind of depends on the student, whether they're willing to put the time in and say, "Oh, I think I get it," you know, and then try to actually just pay attention to what they're doing. Some kids get it, some kids don't. I'm experimenting with different approaches that we could maybe eventually get to the point where I can get them to jars of eyes. Getting them to think of it as more of a game and a puzzle. I think that might work for them. Okay, so she's going to give us 3 different quests, and we're going to have to go through a few of these. So let's go and do the most recent victim quest, because we just got to take some pictures. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Get that done. Get that knocked out. It takes a moment to do.
This Mina gal was really missed.
I'm going to buzz through the dialogue. I actually just went through all this dialogue just a little bit ago. Science and math was your specialty.
Well,
that can certainly make it a lot of fun. Okay, guys, so let's scullomance it. Put in our filter. There we go.
So weird for him to take so
okay. Now let's take another picture. We have to get another one. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Got it. No confusion as to what I'm doing here anymore, right? There we go. Get that picture of the mayor. Bam, 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 bam. Oh yeah, that's how it's done. Now let's go to the mayor's house and let's go beat up on some vampires, because that's what I'm all about, beating up on some vampires. I think that's the best part of.
Seems the mayor was called away to deal with some rowdiness on the other side of the.
Hey, look! Somebody actually knocked out that chest, so we got a whole bunch of stuff. That's why it's worth doing the chest, because you can get those extra whatchamacallits, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, spellements. A gamer, math and science. Yeah, they can, absolutely. Okay, we got beat up Sir Dracus, so let's go beat up Sir Dracus. Since I'm not draining him, he's not that tough of a thing, but you don't want to use a sun spell on Sir Dracus, because Sir Dracus will well, apparently he'll do something back to you. But he's not that tough. Hey, it's Anna Witcher's in the house. How was my weekend? Well, you know, my weekend was okay. I had 2 work days. I had a work day on Friday and Monday, so I was up at the school planning lessons and doing some professional development. And Saturday morning, we had a really huge rain shower come in the morning, and so I got to drive through a bunch of the rain to take my son to his ACT test, which was about an hour drive away, which was okay, but he did really well. Then went with my brother, and we went to a really great fish taco place in the area and had lunch with him and his wife. Me and my wife did, so we kind of had a date out with my brother and his family. And then Sunday was just washing clothes day. I probably did 4 loads of laundry for myself to get myself prepped up for the next couple weeks. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I have enough clothes that I can make it about 2 to 3 weeks without having to do a big load. So I'll do like a big load every 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'm like set. My wife calls me a clothes hoarder. I don't think it's that bad, but I mean, you know, not so terrible. Okay, I have a lot of clothes, but you know, when I was growing up, I didn't have a lot of clothes. So you know, I mean, you kind of like swing back and forth. You know, when we were growing up, most of our clothes, well, we threw, my parents, we shopped at thrift stores all the time because, well, you know, that's what we could afford and everything. You know, new clothes, especially for 3 children, you know, on my dad's salary and everything. That was kind of tough to do. So we were a thrift store family. Nothing wrong with that, you know. And wow, that's like the good one right there. Okay. You know what? Do I really need these? I really don't need these. I really just need some good hits. Okay. But yeah, but that was kind of that was my experience growing up, you know. And so as an adult, you know, I keep my eyes out for clothes I like, you know. And sometimes I buy them brand new, not often. Like there's like one of the cool things that's really popped up over the last, say, 10 years, especially up in our area, are these secondhand shops that are kind of like much better quality than, say, Goodwill, where they are much more selective. I think they pay a little bit more for trade-ins. It's a very millennial Gen Z thing, so you can get some nicer clothes that you would not necessarily buy, you know, secondhand. So I use a lot of those shops. I'm always looking for something unique and something that's fun to wear, you know. And so I've amassed more clothes than I ever had growing up, which my wife would say is a reaction to the way I grew up. Yeah. I probably need to go through my closet. I need to like throw some clothes. Well, donate some clothes that I don't use anymore. Yeah. It's something I should do. It's on my list. We'll do that for spring cleaning, right? Spring hasn't hit yet. Yeah, we've got a few more weeks until spring hits. Okay, raw. We don't want to use raw because raw would be a sun style spell, and my cat is like in the wrong place. Cat is in the absolute wrong place. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tag Dracus real quick. You know. Yeah, sometimes her timing, my cat, is just, you know, so off. Hey guys, if you're just joining the stream, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Chat's wide open. Mike Gardner and Anna Witcher have taken advantage of that. Hopefully some of you guys will as well. Love to see how you guys are doing. Just been catching everybody up on my weekend and things that have been going on. But yeah, that's it, you know. I got to go to the woodworking shop and check out some wood and stuff. I held back and didn't buy anything because I knew I was going to be doing my taxes Sunday, and I wasn't sure how much money I was going to have to pay the government, you know. And it turned out to be a nice amount of money. I ended up having to pay the government, so I'm glad I did not buy any wood Sunday or Saturday when I was out shopping. But that's okay. That's okay, you know. So. Good news is I've got my taxes done. I know how much I owe, and I can go ahead and get that and put that in the sunset behind me so I don't have to think about it or look about it. And I can start on working. I've got some things to build. Like, for instance, finally going to get a chance to go and build that couch table that I've been working on. I've got all the parts cut and everything. They just need to be sanded. They need to be assembled. And I need to put a finish on it. So I'm pretty stoked about it. You know, the drawers I built for it are all dovetail drawers. They're really, really nice. I am so stoked about this couch table. As soon as I build it, I'll throw some pictures up on the Discord to let you guys see it. And then my brother, he asked me if I would make a cutting board for the top of their stove. So that's my next project I'm going to start working on after I'm done with my table, is build that cutting board for them. So I'm pretty stoked about it. Anna's in chat, and she's saying that she went to reptiles. So is that right? We're not going to hydra any. Well, we might hydra somebody later, but I'm not going to hydra anybody now. Well, that's awesome. You got some bugs for your geckos, snake food, and you brought home a wet specimen. Well, for a reptile lover like you, Anna, I'm sure that's probably good. Woo. Now, supposedly, one of the cheats this guy has is that any sun-type spells will get a spell cast back at you. I don't think that's a sun-type spell. We're going to see. Hopefully hopefully it was a strong enough spell to do some oh. Well, that was kind of a waste of a feint. Yep. Oh, she triggered the cheat. Anna likes her snakes. She likes her snakes. I'm not much of a snake person myself, but Anna does like her snakes. So, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Not my thing, though. Not my thing. Okay. Yeah. Totally hit them with the charm. Okay, I say, let me get rid of this demi-mortal. I think that's what I need to do. Is I need to go ahead and get rid of the demi-mortal. Maybe this will get rid of him. Very good, very good. Yeah, Anna likes her snakes. But Anna's also, she's a knitter. She knits hats and stuff. She does some pretty cool things. You know. Yeah, hopefully that'll get rid of the demi-mortal so we don't have to worry about this little punk anymore. Get him out of my way. Goodbye, demi-mortal. Okay, now we don't have to worry about him throwing stuff at us. Now we can just focus on Count Dracus there, or Sir Dracus. He's not that tough. Okay, you know, though I appreciate the heals, I don't really need them. I think my health is, still up high. What the heck? Let's heal Anna. She's been taking some hits here. She's been tanking for us at the front. Let's throw a heal on her. And then we can, like, team up and knock Sir Dracus out. I don't know why my cat has decided the best place for her to sit is right in front of my monitor. I don't mind if she lays down in front of the monitor, but to sit there and clean herself. Ah, she's a turkey. Yep. I think she's just trying to tell me that I need to feed her, but she can wait. We'll feed her here in just a little bit. You're going to get a bearded dragon someday, Mike? That's pretty cool. A bearded dragon. Those are some neat reptiles. You know, I can see how snakes can be cool, Anna. Just not my cup of tea, for sure. And they're not bad. They're pretty cool. In fact, the right type of snake you definitely want in your yard because they can actually help keep a lot of things off of your property, which I do appreciate that quite a bit. I was going to do a nested fury, but I say, yeah. Well, you know what? We got a pip. Might as well. Let's save up and let's do a nice big nested fury hit. Okay. And my cat is in front of my mouse again. She's kind of annoying me. Girl, let's not sit there. Okay, if you're lying down, that's okay. She finally lied down. She was like sitting really high in front of my monitor and blocking my monitor. And that doesn't work good if you're trying to like click boxes and stuff. If she's laying down, it doesn't bother me. But if it's when she's like sitting up and... Okay, no, can't do that. Can't do that. She was doing it again, turkey. Okay, let's go ahead and blade up. Okay. Ooh, Anna, she's pulled out the shadow spells. Let's see how big of a hit she makes happen there. Very good. Bearded dragons. Those are pretty cool lizards. I grew up in Santa Fe, New Mexico, so we had horny toads. We have lizards all over the place while we were growing up, and we used to mess with them all the time. As young boys were wont to do, you know, in the summers and stuff. Ah, so Anna, very good beginner reptile. Start off with the bearded dragon, then you got into geckos and snakes. I would think geckos would need a lot of attention. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. You know. You know what? We got the hit. Let's go for it. It's going to be popcorn for you and Buttercup. Well, have a good time, Mike. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with us. I hope you have a good evening. You know? That's funny. Okay, let's hit the hit Sir Dracus here with this. Not a bad hit. Okay. Ooh, I got some shields off of that. Ooh, I wonder what the Oh, that's a heal over time. Well, I can do one of those. Once I have the right parts of it. Right. Maybe I should have kept some of those heal over time. So that's okay. Ouch. That's shadow damage. Shadow spell damage coming down hard on you. It happens. Yeah, this is not one of the worst cheating bosses to come across here. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and put a heal over time on myself here. Yep, I knew the Bone Lord. The Bone Lord was coming. He's the one they kept casting on me earlier when I was playing. Well, very good. Hanging with the wife? Oh, that's awesome. Movie with the wife. Ah, okay. Right now is dinner and a movie? Well, you go have some dinner and hang with the wife. Wife's kind of important. That's what I keep telling myself when I make sure I take her out on date night. Got to keep the wife happy. At least at my house, I got to keep her happy. Otherwise, it just becomes, it becomes a little miserable. So got to keep the wife happy. Hopefully this will reduce some of the damage I'm about to take from my shadow companion. Yep. They can get kind of grumpy if they feel like you're not paying any attention to them. Definitely got to stop and do some active listening, and give them some feedback and help them feel like you're in the conversation, and yeah, all good. It's good. Grace Theater back in the chat. Haven't seen Grace for a couple weeks. Glad she stopped by. Hey, Grace, hopefully you're having a good evening. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully your week has been good. My week is just getting going, the way I see it. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I could power Nova him, but that's probably not the best choice. The Hydra, that's going to be a good choice as soon as I get all the pips. Okay. Well. I won't need that one. Maybe we'll keep Colossus. Let's pass. Ah, yes. Well, Grace, awesome to have you in chat. By the way, guys, if you hop on, chat's wide open. Love to hear from you guys. Like to see how your week's going and everything. We've been talking about bearded dragons as a good starter lizard and snakes in general. Yeah, I was able to reduce some of my damage. Good thing. Yeah, I remember when I first started with my Myth Wizard, and they hadn't got all the shadow magic stuff figured out, so you could use it without getting damage. That was kind of sweet. But now you take the damage, so you got to kind of watch yourself to make sure that you're paying the price for that shadow magic, because it's all coming back at you now. Okay, let's see here. What should I do? Should I wait for my Hydra? Yeah, we're gonna wait for my Hydra. I'm going to go ahead and pop this one on while I'm waiting. Gracie, you usually work opening shift, which is 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. Ah, yeah, so you're in bed whenever I start, but tomorrow you don't work till 6? Ah, ooh, that's early in the morning, Grace. Are you like a baker or something? Yeah, I mean, I usually wake up around 4 in the morning to get ready because I have a long drive to school, so usually, yeah, this is almost as late. I try to go to bed between 8 and 9 in the evenings nowadays just because I start my days so early. So I totally get you, Grace. Totally get you. Well, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're able to make it. Glad you had that early morning. Okay, I bet you the Hydra might finish him off. Let's see if we do. Sir Dracus, he's not so tough. We'll take him down. Eventually. Yep. Ah, you open for Duncan. So you open at 4 a.m., so you're there at 3 to get all your iced coffee and stuff brewed. I get it. So, I guess do your donut guys get there a lot earlier? I guess they do. You prefer the early hours, Mike? I do. I'm more productive in the morning. I found that I'm kind of a morning... Well, I like staying up late and doing stuff, but I'm way more productive in the morning. I can get tons of stuff done, Mike, so... I totally understand what you're saying. I can do more. The reason why I wake up early and get up to school early is I can do more in those first 2 hours than I do in the 6 hours after school. Yep. I can do so much more in the morning than after school. I just get tired and I don't want to do it, My mind starts working. As soon as 3 o'clock hits, my mind stops working, and I'm doing all I can just to get my students out the door and go home and record a video in the evenings for the next day. So I totally get that. Rachel C is in the chat. Rachel, awesome. I was thinking about you today that I haven't seen you in chat or comment on a video recently. So I'm glad to see you're doing good. And you took the time to say hi tonight. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Gosh, I love that little guy.
I'll feast on...
Whiz kid, photomancing.
Oh yeah, I got Photomancer Dracus. Okay, let's do this. We want to make sure that we get everybody in the picture. There we go. Okay. We got him. We got him. Ah, your baker comes in the afternoon to bake the donuts for the next day. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, defeated. Let's go investigate in the back. We got some more pictures to take. Hard to find time sometimes with the baby in the house. Oh, I get it.
Her soul on silver
I
strings.
totally get it.
Vampires here aren't weak to silver.
It's okay.
So why wouldn't Mina take her harp with her? Maybe grab a photo. Looks like
I'll tell you what, you know, you don't want to miss those times with the baby because they get big so quickly. So it's all good. That's way more important than watching me stream, for sure. Take those special times with that baby, get that rest, enjoy it, because they'll get bigger before you know it. My kids are all big and we've got the last one's a senior and he's getting ready to graduate. And I kind of miss the times when they were all little and fun. You know, my wife really liked them when they were babies. I wasn't so much a baby person, but I liked them when they were short. They were a lot of fun when they were short. They were fun at junior high age too. I had a lot of fun with them at junior high age. They just grow so fast. So I guess that's the big deal. Yes. Oh, Mike, left out the store you work at. The baker's in at 5, which is the shift you have to work on Fridays and Saturdays. You know. Very cool. Bacon, 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 bacon. Okay, Lucy, here you go. Okay, now let's do future victim. Yep, sorry. Buzzing through the dialogue.
Perhaps the deeper woods over yonder.
Ah, yes, deeper woods time. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Very nice. Ah, Dunkin' Donuts. That was a big thing when I was growing up, and then we lived in places where there weren't any Dunkin' Donuts, and then they started popping up again where we lived in a few places. Not bad. I've never been a big donut person. I mean, they are tasty and everything, but definitely not the best thing for me. But yeah. Ooh, Monstrology. I like Monstrology. Monstrology, great, Rachel, is like really awesome with a Myth Wizard. But now with the pips, you can actually get the advantages of Monstrology, like if you're collecting Animus and everything, without even being Myth nowadays. So it's pretty awesome stuff, I think. You know, definitely a favorite of mine. Bam. Yeah, but that's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can train up enough of those monsters and have enough of those cards set aside, and they only cost like a Myth Power Pip to summon. Yeah, I mean, you can fill up your whole... If you're Myth, you can like have 3 of them at a time, all fighting with you. Love Monstrology with Myth. You still make time to play Wiz Grace? Yeah, your Myth is in Chrysalis. You're doing all the side quests. You get level 100 before finishing part 1. You got all the Darkmoor gear, which is nice. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Is I've now finally hit level 100 with my death. I just have not done anything with the dark. I've not gone to Darkmoor yet. Yeah. So I'm trying to decide if I'm just going to go ahead and do Darkmoor right now, or if I'm just going to try to finish part 1 of Chrysalis first, because we got some stuff going pretty good. You're not a donut person, but you're an excellent chef. You put out fabulous food. That's awesome, Mike. I love cooking a lot, even though I teach mainly. But yeah, it's... Excellent food is great. I love making bread. I made some wheat bread a couple weeks ago. I need to go ahead and make a couple new loaves. It was so good. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing like fresh bread right out of the oven, slicing it, toss a little bit of butter on some fresh bread. And I'll tell you what, my fresh bread lasts, like, okay, so if I go out and buy bread at the store, if I leave it on the counter, it doesn't last maybe a week at the most. Nicole says she loves cooking a lot. She's playing along with me. you know. But I'll put it in the refrigerator and it'll get hard and it'll be but my fresh bread, I've had it last 2 weeks in the refrigerator without molding or anything, and once you toast it, it's like having fresh bread again. Yeah, I love making fresh bread. Pretty awesome stuff. Still stuck at 40, Mike. Ah, I get it. Take your time, enjoy the game. There's so many cool things to enjoy. Right now, I'm kind of at the point where I play about an hour a night. That's about as much time as I can give to it. And then sometimes over the weekends, I'll do a whole bunch of side questing and stuff and try to catch up on things. Yeah, I need to go do the Darkmoor stuff, or I'm not sure if I need to do the Darkmoor stuff. I think I probably should do the Darkmoor stuff, though. Definitely would be a thing. I'll wait for that. Let's pass. Yeah, fresh bread is the best. And that honey wheat, because I made a whole wheat bread. That honey whole wheat bread I made a couple weeks ago was so good. And I'll tell you what, it kept so well in the fridge. And I didn't use, it was just basically yeast, flour, honey. Yep. Yeast, flour, honey. And it's so good. It's so easy to make fresh bread too, And it doesn't even take all that long. You just got to be patient enough to let it do the rise. And, I'll make 2 loaves at a time, and I hate to say it, but I'll go through a loaf in 2 days because it's so good, so fresh, and then the other loaf will last for a while. Your ice and balance wizards are going to surpass your myth and death. Yeah, you learn something new each time, Mike, every time you do that, for sure. Okay, this should probably finish these 2 turkeys off. Let's see. That's killer. Yeah, Gracie, I love Chrysalis. The storyline's great and everything. And I just hit level 100, so I know I can go do Darkmoor right now. I just haven't, I don't know, maybe this weekend, maybe I'll have some time this weekend. Problem is, I'm trying to balance stuff with finishing my projects in the wood shop, as well as making sure I get my videos out during the week, so it's been like a challenge to try to keep everything going. So just trying to keep the balance and everything. Anna, the best place to get the donuts is a restaurant called the Dear Dutchman. They have a foot-long drawn donuts, and they're amazing. Ohio. The farther north and the more east you go, there's so many different things I've never heard about up there. Very cool. Bye-bye, Skullomance.
Your loss.
Okay, very good. So we got them taken care of. Oh, yeah, we got Photomancy's Lost Guys here, right? Let's do it. Okay, let's go back and talk to... Okay, so those are the next victims. They're all getting ready to go run and hide, and we just saved them in the woods from the Skullomance. You lived in Ohio for a short time? I heard there's some nice places up in Ohio. It's just not a part of the country I've ever really been to. Very good, very good. We have now got the survivors. Let's go talk to Luther. I think he's our, last big quest guy to deal with. Stone blocks. Okay, Luther.
Beat it.
Yeah, I feel like we're making some progress here. My fire guy will probably catch up in a day or so, but yeah, it happens. Okay, so we gotta go into Luther's house. There's probably gonna be some stuff in there we don't want to deal with.
You want to travel into the...
Oh, that's right. The hypnotist. Let's Z this thing. And of course you gotta use shadow mode so we can get the picture. That way we have evidence.
Yes, my lord.
Uh-oh, he's been hypnotized. We gotta save him.
Whispers will welcome. I must walk to the woods. They beckon me.
He's getting drugged to the woods. That's okay, we can beat him to the woods. To the woods.
To woods.
Fantastic. Okay, so not bad. These quests can take a few minutes to get through. Is this a boss fight? I don't remember. Nope, just a couple of vampires. Let's take them down. The Whispering Vampires. La-di-da-di-da-da. I'm not going to have to do any healing. Let's sandstorm. Why not? Good times, right? Can't remember the last time I used a sandstorm on something. You're born in Texas, lived in Nacogdoches. I know where Nacogdoches is, or however you spell it, but found yourself back in Westport, Washington. Oh, that's cool, Mike. That's cool. You know, I was born and raised in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Went to high school down in South Texas, between Corpus Christi and Houston, right on the coast. And then I went to school up here around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Worked for a company called Guitar Center and ran stores in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And then I opened a store back in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Then I ran stores in Oregon. And then we moved back to Texas because I like Texas. I like the area down here. It's nice. It's nice. It's a good place for us. We'll pass. But been around a little bit. You love the music on the Mortal Plane? Your favorite? Just the vibes fit so well? Yeah, I think the music's cool. I would have to say, though, that my favorite music in the game, there's two worlds that I think the music is just off the charts awesome. And this is just me. I think there's two worlds where the music, to me, just vibes and is just fun, and I enjoy it every time on. Zafaria, I love the way they did the Safari music. It's just always a great vibe the entire time. And the other one is Mirage. I love the music in Mirage. Those are my two favorites. Now, of course, honorable mentions. I really like the whole techno thing they had going with Novus. I thought that was some cool music. I enjoyed the music in Imperia too, because it was just the epic, Star Trek style stuff. So those are pretty good. But those are probably my top four worlds right there. The Darkmoor music, it's on point for sure. Absolutely on point. But yeah, those are probably my tiers if I had to select favorite music. For sure. Okay, I'm just going to strike again. Might as well, because I'm not getting anything in my deck. Let's just keep hitting them. Mirage had that really cool rhythmic flair that made Zafaria so much fun. I think one of the things that made Zafaria music so good is it did have a lot of the drum, the rhythm, the hand drum thing going out through most of it. And I think why Mirage comes to mind a lot is they did a lot of that as well. They had a lot of that Middle Eastern, very percussive style sound to it. And I just thought it just fit so well. It was fun to play to and everything. Really enjoyed it quite a bit. And that's why those two stick out to me. Both Mirage and Zafaria, Hey, look, finally getting some of these. Well, we should be able to finish these guys off in another round. Just gotta wait for the pips to show up. But yeah, that's why I remember those in particular. Definitely pretty good stuff. Yeah. But yeah, Mike, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I live up here around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, just outside, about an hour outside of Fort Worth, and I enjoy it. I enjoy living down here. I enjoy the people. I live really close to a college campus, so I enjoy watching the college stuff in town. I recently applied for a job at our university to help coordinate the student-teacher program. So I'm hoping I'll get a call back for an interview on that, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. I enjoy teaching high school science and stuff, and I'm definitely not looking to get out of that, but at the same time, it's always fun to explore other options out there. So it'd be cool. I'd be able to teach some college classes on student teaching. I'd be able to extend my teaching experience and stuff. It'd be pretty cool. Are you a country music person, Mike? Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I think that's something that'd be pretty cool. I would like to see them take us to Cool Ranch. Talking about new worlds, like what new world should we be expecting here in this arc? Like we just got Darkmoor, and Darkmoor's fabulous, but where would they take us after? Gracie, Pennsylvania. She must like the snow up there. My mom was from Pennsylvania. When I was a little tyke, I remember being in Pennsylvania with my grandparents and my mom when I was little, like probably about 5 or 6, you know. But those are my only memories of Pennsylvania. I worked in the cafeteria in Nacogdoches. That's cool. There we go. Finally got rid of those guys. Nice. Okay, got it. Oh yeah, Shadow. Gotta do some of the stuff. There we go. Let's take a picture of these guys. Gotta collect the evidence. Let's keep it. Okay, so hopefully that chased him back in. Boom, boom, boom. Knocked out another quest. Progress absolutely being made. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, gotta defeat some more angry villagers because they're just angry. You could do without the snow that you got from that big storm finally melted since it's been warmer this week. Yeah, but you guys know how to deal with the snow. I mean, that snow pretty much shuts everything down where we live here in Texas. I mean, you know, we get snow like that, we might as well just, like, not even do anything for a week, which is pretty much what we did 2 weeks ago when that storm came through and pretty much iced us in for 4 days. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they'll call me back so I can interview for that coordinator position, because I think it'd be fun. I'd get to call, I'd have to be in contact with all the schools in the area and help find placements for student teachers, making sure that they're following the program, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, teaching a class on student teaching, making sure that they're prepped and prepared and making good choices. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I would love to coordinate a student-teacher program. It would definitely be a challenge, be something different, you know. I think I'd be pretty good at university teaching too. I think I could have fun with that. You can deal with it, but you don't like it. I get it. At least you guys got snowplows, Grace. You lived in it most of your life. Yeah, sometimes you don't always get to choose where you go. Sometimes you just gotta live with the situation. For sure. Yeah, but definitely, I get it. I mean, I don't mind the snow. I don't mind when it comes down. It's just, in Texas, it's ice. It's always ice. We don't have anything to really clear it off the roads. And I think we've gotten to the point now where school districts are actually smart enough to say, you know what, it's not a good idea to have school in these days because, you know, it's just not safe. So I think we're finally at the point where schools are smart enough now to say, okay, yeah, it's going to be a school day, or we're not going to hold school. I've noticed it's gotten a lot better since I've been teaching now. Used to be they would like wait too late for the last minute and it'd cause all sorts of issues and problems. But now they're much better at it in our area. And it's not so much that I have a problem driving in the snow and ice. As long as you take your time, you don't put yourself in a bad situation, and you take it slow, it's not terrible. The problem is all the drivers around you that think they can just gun it, you know, and get where they're going. They're slipping and sliding everywhere and have no idea what the heck they're doing. Those are the ones that kind of ruin it for everybody else. Okay, let's do some raw action. I haven't cast raw in forever, so let's do this. Yeah, so it's really not, it doesn't bother me. When we had the ice storm thing, I had to drive my wife to work every day because school is canceled for me, so I didn't have to go into school. But my wife had to work all 3 of those days, so I had to drive her into work because she didn't want to drive in the ice and everything. I don't blame her. And had to drive her home, so I was a chauffeur for those 3 days. Yep, end up in a ditch. Yeah, it's terrible, right, Mike? Yeah, there's just so many dumb butts. And in Texas, for some reason, if they own a truck, it's kind of like a an entire, and I own a truck, so I'm just saying. I've just noticed that if they own a truck here in Texas, it's like a license to drive like a dumb butt, because a truck can drive in anything. I don't know why they think that. I don't know why they think that they won't slide running around in their truck. I don't know why they think they can't get stuck in a ditch in their truck. But for some reason, that's the prevailing wisdom of people in Texas during ice and snow who own a truck. Don't know why, it just happens to be. You know, it might be the same thing in other states too, but for some reason, I don't know. It's just like they own a truck. They think they can just drive like absolute nutcases in any type of scenario. Just wears me out after a while. Like I'm driving down the road in my Corolla, not a problem in the world, and I see trucks off in the ditch and everything, and it's just like, yep. Obviously, you knew what you were doing. Yeah. I'm not saying everybody with the truck, but I mean, my goodness, the ones that think they can't be patient with people around them, and they're driving past them, and they think they can go faster than they should be going.
Romance of Quincy Morris? But he ascended, he did.
There we go. We just convinced one.
Let me sort this.
Okay, my cat is in front of my arrow again. Come on. Honto, say hi to everybody. This is the little turkey that keeps on getting in front of my screen, so I don't know what the heck's going on. Okay, let's go talk to some angry villagers, because that's what I like to do with my days, talk to angry villagers.
Am I mad, or do these three not just a set?
Okay, let's finish that conversation. Yeah, that's everywhere, and it's funny when they get stuck on the beach. Oh yeah, beaches, as if sand's not gonna get you stuck there, right? I think you know, owning a truck is like losing a brain cell. You gotta be really careful not to let it go to your head, and too many people do. How am I doing the blue orb thingy?
For
that.
centuries, they treated me like family, while making me into a monster.
That is my
And when
dashing
I
shadow.
rediscovered my humanity, they cast me out.
What do you call it? Yeah, Rachel, that's my dashing shadow mount. That's what's giving me the blue orb thing. Woo! Yep, there you go. And I hit the jump button and it turns me into a blue orb. It's a cool mount. Haven't like ran it for a while. So we gotta tear down some statues. That sounds like a plan. We're gonna pretend like we are Democrats running around in major cities. Okay, one statue down.
No more sacrifices, no more ascension.
Very good. Got one done. Yeah, it's cool. It's a neat mount. I like it. Okay, let's go find another statue of Count Strigoi. Now that we've got everybody raveled up, we can go ahead and really trash the place. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Bring them back, you monsters.
Oh, another one down. Fantastic. I think this is statue number 3. I love the civil disobedience here. Oh, man. He crushed it. Uh-oh, the mayor's not liking that. Okay, to the Whispering Woods. Do we have time to do the Whispering Woods? Yeah, let's do the Whispering Woods. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it is kind of funny when people who drive trucks get themselves stuck in a variety of different areas because I have a truck. I shouldn't be able to get stuck in something. I'll make some bad choices.
I have dire news.
Okay, I really don't care about Mercury. Let's take down some more vampire wanderers. Pursue Mega McCrary. Okay, where are my good? Let's do this. Fantastic. Yeah, it's a pretty cool mount. I got it from one of the packs with my loyalty points. I got kind of lucky because a lot of times those mounts don't always show up that way. So I was pretty stoked when it popped up in my when I was able to open it. Okay, God, okay, I need to take some of these heals out of my deck because they are just not what I'm looking for right now. Let's throw a frenzy up. Very cool. Okay. Good times. Is loyalty points only on PC or on Xbox, but haven't seen any points? Yeah, it's something they started doing for people who are on subscriptions. And they started doing that a few years ago. So if you're a subscriber, they'll give you like 4 loyalty points once a month, and you can use those points to redeem packs. And I'm not sure about. Yeah, and you can redeem packs or sometimes gold keys or mounts if you have enough of them saved up. Like I just got a new mount with this wizard with my loyalty points only. But yeah, I think it might only be PC only, because I'm not sure how they do the subscription on the game consoles. I'm not familiar with that. Rachel, apparently she knows. She said PC only. So. But yeah, I think it works out because, I mean, for my membership, the 4 points, if I get 4 packs, it ends up paying for itself. And as far as with if you buy packs, I'm not a big pack buyer. In fact, I rarely buy packs because I just think it's too much like gambling. But I like the loyalty points because it allows me to get some of that gear every once in a while without having to, I'm just patient. I'm not trying to get them. Now, every once in a while, I will go buy like a specific mount on the site. I'll go ahead and buy like a kit or something. Not a kit. What do they call those things? Well, they're not packs, but like a set that includes a specific mount I want or something like that. But that's about the only time I spend actual money on things. I'm not, because I don't know. Packs are too much like gambling. I just don't feel like it's worth it or not. Well, for me, yeah, bundles. There you go, Gracie. Every once in a while I buy a bundle. But I've only ever bought 2 bundles. I bought like the Darkmoor bundle or what they call it, the Witch Hunter bundle. Yeah, I bought the Witch Hunter bundle, I think, for this wizard. And so, the gear it got was pretty cool. It got a cool coffin driver mount. And then for my Myth Wizard, I bought like the Great Detectives bundle, which got me that really cool Uniwheel mount. And that's the main reason I picked those up. But I try not, but every once in a while, if there's a cool bundle that has something I want, I'll get a bundle. But I try not to spend that much money on the game if I can avoid it, because I'm already doing a monthly on it. And honestly, the monthly, with the amount of hours I get out of it, the monthly definitely pays for itself easy. I really feel like I get my money's worth it, for sure. So I try not to spend more than that. But every once in a while, if there's a mount I want, I'll spend the money on a mount. Ah, you pay monthly to unlock areas through crowns. Yes, that sounds like the old school way of playing. Well, nothing wrong with that. I remember when we first started playing, me and my daughter, we used to buy the areas using crowns. And then once I did some math, I said, we're playing enough that it'd be better just to buy the monthly. And so the monthly has always been the way we've done it for a while. Yeah, Nicole's got a few bundles from GameStop. I just don't. I try not to do it that way. My cat, she must really be hungry because she is all in my business. She will not leave me alone. She is silly. There we go. Took down some vampires. But I think we're not done yet. We have to go catch up. I should probably heal up, though. Oh, it's the McCreary boss. Spend crowns or mounts or maybe second chance chests. I've done it for second chance chests before just because, like a big dungeon like Darkmoor sometimes, it's such a pain in the butt to run. Sometimes it's really worth just doing the second chance chest, hoping that you might get what you need out of it. Yeah, I've done that too before. Not proud of it, but I've done it. It can save you some time when you're trying to get that Darkmoor gear. Yeah, stitching. I do spend crowns on stitching all the time, but I find that's fairly inexpensive. It doesn't cost me a whole lot to stitch. I didn't feel like it, at least. I hope I never see how much I've spent on this game. I don't think I want to know. If you can get a monthly subscription without crowns, you would. Yeah, I'm with you there. Okay, so we've got a bundle of people here, so I'm going to get a blade up so we can get rid of the enthralled villagers. We need to get rid of those enthralled villagers. Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. That's how I prefer to play it. I kind of see it as this way. It's like, it costs me less than to go watch a movie. It costs me less a month than to watch one movie. And I get minimum 5 to 6 hours worth of playtime out a week. And that's already twice as long as just going to see a single movie. So when I think of it in those terms, it's a bargain for the entertainment value I get out of Wizard 101. It's a huge bargain. Even with me spending some crowns here and there every so once in a while to add a stitch or to buy a bundle or to do a second chance chest, because I have been known to do that from time to time. But yeah, I get it. For sure. And that's me having 2 accounts. Like, I pay on 2 accounts every month. So I think, I pay $14 a month for my 2 accounts. It's okay. It's still well worth it. So I feel like I get everything out of it that I could want. My cat loves her head scratches. She loves that rough little nose scratch. She's saying, "Pet my nose, pet my nose. Human, you've been neglecting me." I go, "Well, I'm trying not to." Okay. Let's see here. That's not the right. Punishment just doesn't help me out here. Okay, well, let's... Blinky's not going to help out. Let's go ahead and start knocking off these enthralled guys. Looks like Nicole grabbed herself a henchman. She's not shy about grabbing those henchmen. That's not a bad hit. Yeah, I think you have to get rid of the henchman before you can do any damage to McCreary. I think that's what the cheat is, from what I remember. Notice McCreary didn't take any damage, the punk. Yep, yeah. Hopefully this will finish off those guys so we can get out of here. Probably won't. Oh, man, he blocked the critical. Well, one down. Tell you what, that henchman is aggressive. That bear there, that werebear, he's pretty aggressive. Yep, I mean that was a total flex on that guy. Well, you know, I mean, oh man, do I want to waste my Hydra on the enthralled villager? No. I'm going to go ahead and blade up because I want to go after McCreary. Rachel, you used to pay for areas with crowns, but then your husband said you play a lot of Wiz, so he bought a membership for me. Now that's a husband worth keeping, Rachel. That's very nice of him. Yeah. I mean, you know, once you balance out how much you're playing it, and if it makes sense, it makes total sense. I mean, crowns is cool because once you buy the section, you got it. But honestly, month to month, it's... I mean, I could probably say all the years I played now, if I would just bought crowns, I'd probably have all the areas. But they keep raising the price of each area. I don't know if you noticed that, so I don't know if it actually balanced out or not. I guess if you're a really dedicated player and you're like trying to get all the free crowns off the games the way they used to do it, like on the online stuff and everything. I knew guys that used to do that. They would wait for free weekends, or they would do the crowns that way to get their to get it all up and everything. Those are some dedicated guys, you know. I could never just focus that much on it. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the enthralled villager, and then we can focus on Mr. McCreary here. Okay, my cat is just not in the right place. There she is again. We're putting her back down on the ground. Go find something to do, Honto. I like how they, really? If you're laying down there, that's okay. Just don't sit up and start, you know, scratching yourself. Swear, cats. Okay, now let's focus on the big guy. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get blades up. McCreary's not so tough.
You think I was their only enabler?
Ah, so he went frenzy on us. I do like your new robe there, Nicole. That is looking pretty good. Okay, well, shoot. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, is he going to do a big hit? That could be a big hit. Why not? Let's throw the feint on him. Very nice. Okay. Ooh, is Rachel going to... is Nicole going to hit him? No. Okay. She's building a hit up. I know that guy is. Let's see if that helps increase that hit. I gave him a feint. Can't say I'm stingy. I mean, Tempest, oh, yeah, 10,000 damage. That was worth it. That was worth it right there. For sure, for sure. Well, he's doing a job there. He's tanking for us over there. That doesn't hurt my feelings at all. He's also aggressively hitting some stuff, so... Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and give him a helping hand. Let's keep him in the fight. Boy, I've got to wake up early tomorrow. I got to clean up the lab. I got to make sure I got everything put away and get the lab station set up for my labs and everything. So, but I'm ready to go. Oh, I got to do my slideshows. Yeah, because I got to do some math tomorrow in my chemistry class. We're going to do some more calculating of reagents. That's always good times. Okay, I think my hit's going to finish him off. Okay, I got to wait for the pips though. Well, whatever. Let's go ahead and give everybody a blade while I'm waiting.
My people won't let me fall.
They won't let me fall. Are you kidding me? Oh, jeez. Now we have to like deal with these guys again. That's annoying. I forgot that he brought him back in. Okay, I do not have any good hits. Do I have? Of course, that's not going to work. You know what? He's going to get a big hit going on, so I'm going to go ahead and give him that. Because we need him to get rid of those guys before I can do anything. What's Nicole got planning? We're about to find out. Apocalypse. Whenever you watch your streams, you seem to team up with Nicole. Nicole likes playing with me, so she'll show up and play along with me. Anybody is welcome to, Rachel. I like playing. I always keep my streams open for anybody who wants to come along and play with me. So Monday nights, Nicole has been chopping in every Monday night. She likes to stream. She has her own channel and everything as well, and she does videos on the weekly. I think she said she was playing some Mario recently. But yeah, she has her max level ice. I think she was working on her dual school as well too. So, but yeah, she hops in, and it's, you know, stream time. It's a lot easier to team up with somebody if somebody has a time to hang out with you with streams, and she's always willing to hang out. I've teamed up with some others though when I've caught them on stream before. It's just a matter of who happens to show up for stream that week. Okay, gotta get rid of those villagers. Oh, that's good. Yep, she's working on her dual school, she says. Yeah, I should probably just use Nested Fury. Okay, we're passing. Dang it, I was hoping to... Okay, so... Very good. By the way, thanks for everybody for hanging out and chatting, especially it's been awesome to catch up with Rachel and Gracie and Mike and, of course, Anna. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and talking in the chat. I appreciate it. The fun part about doing the stream is doing that for sure, you know. And everybody that's taking a moment to stop by and say hi, you guys are awesome. And if you think about it, tossing a like on the stream's not a bad thing. It's kind of supportive. You know, if you feel like it. And otherwise, I hope your weeks go really, really well. Okay. Yeah, they're focusing on Nicole now after that last hit. Yeah, it's a good thing she had the shields up. Well, you know, it wasn't too bad of a hit. And she's also working on her fire at level 1 city. She's waiting to go dark more. Cool. Oh, well, you know, I used to do Twitch live streams a while back. It's just Twitch got really weird there for a while, so I just kept it all on YouTube because it was all in one place. I've thought about going back and doing some live streams back on Twitch. I actually had quite a few people on Twitch that, you know, well, decent. Not crazy, but decent. Oh, is he only going to do a single hit? Is he hitting the big guy? Yeah, so I need to go ahead and do this one. Okay. That actually is going to work. Cuddly Norman is going to hit the mayor after I get rid of all the extras. Yeah. I think streaming on YouTube is not bad. I've followed a lot of streams on YouTube. It's a little bit different than Twitch, but I think the quality's there. The chat's good. You got annoyed at Twitch watching people and the constant interruptions from ads? Were the ads really kicking in a lot? I've set all my YouTube videos to only like do an ad at the beginning, and then after that, no more ads. So I try, you know, because I know my experience with YouTube. When I watch a video, I don't like being interrupted every 5 minutes with really bad ad placements. So I make sure I set the settings on all my videos for no mid-roll ads, because I think it's just annoying. Yeah, since you pay for no ads on YouTube, well, there you go. Okay, let's see if he can finish our guy off. We stacked him with some blades. He has one of my favorite big hitting spells. Can he finish off the mayor for us? Let's see. Look at all that. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Did you just see that miscarriage of justice there? He should have lost his protection as soon as we... Oh, that's why he didn't lose it? Because he was getting ready to cast a healing spell? I call BS on that. That's bull. Wow. This game, sometimes, this game. Sorry, we had the combo. We had the combo. Oh, you pay for no ads on YouTube? That's awesome, Rachel. I don't pay for ads. Or no ads. Dang it. That was so annoying. We had them down. That was BS. He should have lost his protection after we got rid of those guys, and Cuddly Norman should have crushed him. Just saying. That fight should have been over. That was a miscarriage of justice. But because he was going to cast a healing spell, they kept his protection on. That was wrong. It was terrible, Mike. Absolutely terrible. Okay, well. Insult to injury. Now they're healing themselves. That's fantastic. Are you kidding me? What the heck? Come on. What was that? What was that? That was terrible. Are you kidding me? Jeez. Yeah, I like YouTube. I like streaming on YouTube. I think I enjoy it. I think I can customize the experience better, you know. Need to pull out Judgment? Yeah, you think? That was terrible. Okay, well, hopefully my windstorm will bash him down enough so that... Because I noticed that the bear guy, he was getting ready to cast something, so... Maybe we can demolish him. Okay, come on. Yeah, it was... Crush those two punks. Anyways. Well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, I don't need that. I really don't need that. I'm not going to throw that out. I'm going to pass because I think we're going to have an opportunity here to hit the big guy. I mean, honestly, he's not that terrible of a boss to fight. You just have to have your plan down. I think I've got an idea of how I'm going to handle him with my fire guy when I have to fight him. There you go. That's going to finish him off right there. Okay. So we have to get rid of McCreary. before I can do any terrible things like heal somebody. Fantastic. Works for me. Okay, let's give everybody a little bit of a boost. Okay, there he goes. He's putting his frenzy on. Now we can take him down. Just gotta take him down in the window you've been afforded. Okay. Okay, let's see here. We're doing it. I don't want to give him a chance to call anybody out. I don't know if I'll be able to finish him out, but let's see. We got the crit. That's not bad. Okay, can we make 3 on that? No, not quite. Can we make 3 on that one? It was enough. That's all that matters. Finally, took McCreary down. Well, guys, it's been awesome. Stream's been a lot of fun. All the chatter's been great. Catching up with everybody and seeing how everything's going. Okay, I think that's all we have to do. And I think that's all I have time for tonight. So I hope everybody's week goes really well. If I can get another stream up, just kind of watch YouTube. It'll get posted. And maybe you'll be able to catch me. But other than that, thanks for a good evening, guys. Thanks for having a great time. I hope you guys have a good week. This is Kimise. Catch you later. Bye-bye.